Hooray, hooray, we're halfway through the year and I just turned 25. I am now a quarter century old, which means it's time to have my quarter life crisis and get it over with. What have I done with my life? I've been making YouTube videos for years and I'm still not close to the top? Why don't all my viewers click the sub button? Was pursuing media and filmography not a good choice? Should I have chosen computer engineering as my college major? Or maybe business? That way I could have worked my way up for working for Lego and maybe moved to Denmark? Was plaid not a good choice for my eventual trademark look? My God, where has my life gone? Well, that was fun. Who's for some cake? Now, in all seriousness, I am not at all disappointed or depressed of how my life turned out. I am still young and I have a ton of time to do great things. So let's talk about my birthday. My birthdays throughout my childhood were awesome. I always enjoyed my birthday surprises, such as my 10th birthday, when my parents walked into my room, waking me up to them singing happy birthday and holding up a delicious lit up cake. It was such a sweet, wonderful moment that I actually felt like crying. My best birthdays involved my friends getting involved in the fun. Around the time I was 8 years old, my shy, socially awkward self managed to create a friend group. Jonathan, CJ, Lewis, Brandon, and Briar. Unfortunately, I haven't met William or Robert yet. There was my 9th birthday, when we had such an amazing day. We were taken to a playground and my dad made us play a fun memory game of going through the park's obstacles in the correct order. After that, we went to go see Ice Age 3 at my favorite local theater. For dinner, we went to our local pizza joint. Finally, we hit the hay in the giant tent outside after some s'mores. For my 17th birthday, my friend group, which changed exponentially, this time involving Will, Carter, and Ari, was taken to the water park. Interesting trivia here, this video was supposed to come out this month last year, but due to my grandmother's recent passing, I postponed it in favor of her memoir. Feels more fitting now since 25 is more of a milestone. I anticipated this video for a long time, as what happened proves that doing things more often gives more stories to tell. It is finally time that I tell my 500 or more subscribers, and a bunch of other viewers who haven't clicked that sub button yet, about my 21st birthday. The age of 21 is what finally allowed me into casinos. Because I look young, I still get stopped for ID. Bryson, that is something that we really relate to. We're both in our 20s, we look young, and find joy in people being in disbelief. So yeah, I turned 21, the legal drinking age, and did I take advantage of that? Pfft, no. Even when I went to Europe when I turned 19, I still didn't bother consuming any alcohol. I'll make a video on that topic later. What to do to celebrate being 21? What makes this birthday grand is that both my parents had a special event each. Mom takes me to something, Dad takes me to something. All Mom told me was that we were going to New York City, the Big Apple itself. There are two things I usually like to do while visiting the city: going to the Empire State Building and browsing the Lego store. Me and Mom did both. We got to see amazing Lego sets with outrageous prices, and what made this Empire State Building tour unique was that it was a fairly rainy day. At the top's landing view, it was completely white. We were inside a cloud. It's hard to breathe up here. It's incredible. After getting some New York pizza, we went to the true spectacle of the day. My birthday surprise was the Friends Experience Tour. I was so surprised that was even a thing. I personally like to call it the Friends Museum. Seeing the props and replicas of the show's settings was just plain awesome, and no amazing tour would be caught dead without a buttload of pictures. Let's see, we got the foosball table, Monica's turkey mask gesture, Joey's SDD poster, the pivot scene, the holiday armadillo, good fake dog, Buffet the Vampire Lair, could I be wearing any more clothes, Rachel's half trifle half shepherd's pie. It still cracks me up to this day that the blooper ended with Matt LeBlanc accidentally eating what David spat back on the plate. Mom really came through with the gift. She knew I was a Friends fan and that I liked New York attractions. It was a gift that was really set in stone. No doubt that I would do this experience all over again. Thanks, Mom. Now, what exactly does Dad have in mind for my 21st? Well, first he takes me someplace for lunch, then shows me a list of ideas on an online page. I saw one that he did bring up before, but I always put it off as a non-possibility. But maybe it was time for that to change. Or maybe I could just put it off again. Or I could just get it over with. Skydiving. Me and my dad went skydiving. There was absolutely no doubt I was scared the day prior. Oh, what was there to be afraid of? Just a long plummet to a possible certain death. Okay, I really had to prepare myself for this action. Because this was a disastrously nerve-wracking moment coming up, there was no doubt I get nauseous or an upset stomach, or I knew what to do. Don't eat anything the whole day. If there's no food in there, there's nothing to activate out of nervousness. As if things couldn't get more nerve-wracking, we then got to the point of signing the liability waivers. Okay, please sign so in case you die, your family has no right to complain or sue. Thank you. And who'll be contacted if the worst case scenario occurs? Let's see, putting down mom's name, number, and email. Probably should give her a call before I jump. It was time. There I am, ready to face the inevitable. To make things more reassuring, I wasn't jumping alone. That'd be insane for a first-timer. I got a tandem jumper with me, but I'm not animating him because I'm lazy. Look at me, just trying to maintain a smile with a crippling amount of fear. Interesting thing about all this, there was obviously an option to back out, but here's why I didn't take that option out of fear. It was time to man up. I just knew that if I went through with chickening out, I would regret it for the rest of my life. I just had to do it. Well, that, and there was also a $500 cancellation fee. Well, let's see who's going first. Maybe that'll ease me more into the jump process. Hey, what the hell's going on? Why am I going towards the door? Wait, I'm going first? Why am I going first? I'm freaking out! I'm grateful that I paid close attention to the instructions for the jump. Starting with sit on the edge, sitting on the edge, curl legs under the edge, curling legs under the edge, hold both chest straps tight, holding both chest straps tight, lean head back, leaning head back, pray to God, praying to God. Look at that. I'm experiencing laying down on nothing but air at 14,000 feet. It was the first few seconds of freefall that was scary, but as soon as we were flat falling, everything was awesome. Look at my face, flapping so much in the wind. Wonder if these guys could ever get tired of their jobs. It's exciting and risky. It turned into a slow, gentle floating down. What a view it was. There will probably never be an experience like this ever again. I forgot to mention, while flying up, I happened to see a full 360 rainbow. That was so surreal, I might as well sing. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. Landing, I had to pose myself in a sitting position to slide. Somehow Dad landed before I did, even though I was the first one to jump. He was confused as to why I wasn't on the ground yet. Then when he saw me come down, he was on a whole new level of proud. I feel like I replicated the bit in Kung Fu Panda where Po hugs Mr. Ping. Because I also said,
Yes!
Thanks, Dad.
I was back on the ground, completely unharmed. Since I succeeded at surviving and living afterwards, I had a priority set straight. Well, obviously after calling Mom. Okay, I'm alive. I want to go to McDonald's. I want a double cheeseburger and fries. Yeah, that's right. I pulled an Iron Man. Man. You guys really came through for my 21st birthday. Being an adult is tough, but being a loved one is as easy as you make it. We could have just stayed home and had cake, but going all out like this made it extra memorable. Going on a tour of a beloved show, falling out of the sky, eating chocolate cake. What better way could there be to celebrate a birthday? Just being there for each other is enough. I get it. Your birthday adds a year to your life. a life that is meant to be cherished. So do me and yourself a favor and make the most of it. A big contribution to that would be to, don't do drugs, kids.